Hi, everybody. Hi. This is Lisa Pearson, the Mummy Whisperer, for those of you who don't know me. And I just wanted to come in. I've been asked to talk about how do we, as business mums, um, how do we promote in a time of crisis. Sorry, the dog decided to just start scratching herself. How do we start promoting ourselves in the middle of a crisis? Does it feel a bit icky? A lot of us are working online, so we're using digital marketing. Is that ethical or not? Okay, so that's what I'm coming to talk to you, and I've got 3 tips for you on marketing and promoting yourself during, a really tough world crisis. So the first one is actually for some of you who may actually be feeling terribly overwhelmed. Now, if you're feeling very terribly overwhelmed, in the beginning, when COVID hit, for instance, I actually had a huge amount of time out to rethink. Um, I did work. I did relaunch my business club at the time, but it was very much a beta version. It was very much just so that I was helping out, and my priority was about myself. And I just want you to know that if that's the place you're in, then that is absolutely okay. So if actually you do need to step back from your business, if you do need to rethink, maybe you're not earning enough, maybe it's taking too many hours of the day, then actually use this as a time to step back, come back to yourself, heal from within. In times like this, actually, it is really important to look after ourselves and heal our small corner of the world. I do honestly believe that that makes a big difference, even if it means that we're not making things worse. So that is one option, and it's a very, very valid option. If, however, you're feeling in a good place, then potentially it's really time that you now step up. It's time to be a leader. You've got loads of experience. You're, coming into being an expert in your field, or maybe you already are an expert, but you just haven't really been appreciating that. And we are all expert in something. Remember, it's very important. So I need you to look inside and appreciate that expertness. So in that case, I want you to really focus on taking responsibility for your own energy and your own mindset. Stay clear so that you can see the opportunity to support people, because of course we're quite limited. Some of us may be limited financially. We can't go over and actually help and do things, but there will be opportunities. And if you have stayed clear in yourself and you're looking after yourself, then you will see opportunities that will come up in order to help. It could just be that you auction off a couple of your services and actually just donate some money. It could be that. It could be that you share some useful information. It could be that you're supporting your community. So there's a number of different ways. Remember as well, this is probably a time not to hold back. And in general, in business, I always say you can share loads of information. It's not the information that people are paying for. People are paying for the time with you. So maybe do a special offer. I've actually got so many ideas that I'm not sure which one to go with. So that would be something I would suggest. Maybe use this. So the second tip is actually, if you are feeling okay and you're handling it, then it's time to step up as a leader in your field and provide more support, but also take responsibility for your own energy. And that's definitely, I think, remember that your potential clients and your existing clients are still there, and they still have their own life problems, plus the worries about everything that's going on. Now, obviously, their priorities might switch a little bit, and you might need to be a little bit thoughtful about what you're promoting. But certainly, if you're in the stress and wellness field, then there's a huge call for your services. So I would certainly recommend that you stay out there and get out there. And if you have a specific question about your business, for some reason you're more worried about it, just pop a comment down below, and I'll come and have a look at what you're doing and maybe give you some ideas on how to tweak it, or make it more applicable to the current situation. Okay, right. Finally, the third one is, if you were already really busy, already leading in your field, it's definitely a time to be focused on community giving and giving back. I'm not saying don't make any money. We still have bills, well, and some of our bills are going up dramatically, obviously. But it is about, if you have a large community, it's about bringing everybody together and using your influence to do something with your position. So that's if you have a large community, that would be what I would recommend. And please remember that whilst it is really overwhelming, and if you're using self-care, so you might want to limit how much you're on the news or on social media and so on. But if you're using enough self-care, you should be able to not have to completely stick your head in the sand, and that will enable you to come up with ideas. And remember, if 1 million of us contribute £1, it's £1 million. So that's a lot. Don't worry about the fact you can only contribute so much, because with all of us together, that little bit is a lot. So that's my advice to you as a business mum or a mompreneur, who's making money, probably actually working online, and there's a crisis and you're thinking, is it actually ethical to be marketing, using digital marketing and so on? Yes, absolutely it is. We do still have families, but obviously there's a sensitivity to it. Obviously it's really important that you take care of yourself. If you can take care of yourself and still actually keep a visual on what's going on and stay clear, you will see the opportunities to help. And if you have a larger community, then it's definitely time to step up and energize that community into helping. That would be my answer. I'd love to know what you think, where you're at. And again, like I say, let me know if in your particular business you're worried for some reason that it's really irrelevant or really out of order to be promoting yourself, and I'll bring some ideas for you. Take care of yourselves, and remember, most importantly, I think at this time, to try and stay in your heart and out of that sense of division and fear and anger and hatred, because like I said before, we don't want to be adding and worsening the issue. We want to be trying to at least help our own small corner, and if all of our corners join together, then it makes a large effect. Sending you all a lot of love. Take care. Bye bye.